Итак, всем привет! Сегодня у нас в стороне Барри Хокинс. Чемпионат мира 2014 года, полуфинал, 10-й фрейм, аж до 17 побед. Рефери Лео Скалио.
Yeah, you see that angle there is the rubber underneath the cloth as it goes round and it just continues round into the pocket. Many years ago that rubber was shaved slightly so that the ball would hit the corner of the pocket and drop in. But that's not the case these days. With some of the club tables, if you look at the pocket, if you play, you'll see that decide how big the pocket opening is.
7.
But only a fraction can make such a difference.
Yeah.
It's a type of pack you maybe like to do it off the blue.
15.
So having to play for the loose red, and as I say, if he gets the angle there, if he has a choice.
22.
No, decided
20.
on the black, but if he's straight again, he'll be wishing he'd have played for the blue. So playing for that red to the far right corner needs to slow up, otherwise he'll be, well, it is the far right corner, or the far left corner. No problem. And now a nice angle on the black. And I think he would be going into them this time.
Ошибся Барри.
That'll do very nicely.
Just controlled cannon.
39.
And, okay, you might feel he's not spread the balls far and wide, but it's in a situation now where if he pots one, he clears the pocket for another. And this is where he's a delight to watch.
Хороший подбой сделал Ронни, продолжает свою серию.
46.
Перспектива выиграть фрейм.
Played snooker. It's just a joy to watch. Disappointed with that though, he's overscrewed that.
And that might be a problem now. I don't think a red goes into the corner. Maybe the outside
52.
one pots.
53.
He almost went into the middle pocket. He put everything into the pot there and forgot about the white.
But yeah, I think that Sean Murphy result was a big boost for Ronnie. And to win with a session to spare was a real bonus.
But the way Ronnie's queuing, this could be a very tough session for Barry Hawkins.
Nudge, you know, he didn't get into it enough. That's a little bit careless from Ronnie.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 8.
So Barry Hawkins not out of this frame yet.
He might even be able to take a pot on. And there it is.
1. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
I'll tell you what, he's hard to play against if he starts knocking those in.
62 points behind, 67 remaining.
Да, не удалось Ронни доиграть.
So now 66
Well,
points
missed.
behind
Ronnie
with
Sullivan,
67 remaining. Ronnie will have it replaced
Классическая ситуация для Барри.
if he doesn't hit it this time.
Yeah, they used to call it a deliberate miss, but how would you be trying not to hit a red when you know you're going to need a snooker? So they changed that to the miss rule. So very well played.
Well done. Little tap on the table from Ronnie as well. That's nice to see. Well, that's a strange way of playing it, but obviously felt being on the right-hand side of the table, he made it a little bit more difficult for Barry to play safe. But the left hand of the Reds, he will be hoping to knock to the top cushion. Just needs a good cue ball. Trying to swing it round off two cushions. Trying to get in behind the yellow. Not bad. Great length. Decent cue ball, this. That was a good shot from Barrett. To not leave anything easy. He's played an excellent shot. And Ronnie has got a little bit of a problem. Great pot. He's giving himself a chance now.
Barry Hawkins, 1.
And now he needs a snooker.
1.
And you've got to be thinking to yourself, well, there's only one player can be at the table.
Черный с точки не забил Барри и закончился
You've got to
фрейм.
have that hope, and he's got the ability to do it if he gets a chance.
Всё буквально одним промахом.
We know he's quite capable, but 8-2 down against the defending champion.
Много ошибок со стороны Барри, поэтому
23.
и объясняется такой перевес.
Frame well and truly over, of course. Just a case of whether Ronnie could better that here.
30.
Well, not quite. The green
Well,
hasn't
it's all
dropped, but that's more than enough. So another frame. Okay, he didn't have many chances there.
Oh, this red's going right. It might go in the pocket. Well, they got the one in the middle of the table, but in a couple of shots' time, he'll be on the two reds near the black. They're not perfectly placed.
Four.
Overdone it. Bit unlucky.
Yeah, as you say, overdid it. And that red was a little
Ronnie
bit
Sullivan, 9.
too difficult to cope with. So for once, Barry has seen Ronnie get in and not... Bit thin on this.
That's pretty good. Very well played.
Ну, пал Ронни флюк, но по большей части это ничего не поменяло. Короткая прошла серия у Ронни. Непростой отыгрыш у Ронни, но справился он очень хорошо. Мгм.
Yeah, well played. Lots of check side there.
Well, Ronnie's left a pot to the right corner, but not a superb length of cue ball, and that's the problem for Barry coming to the table. If he could get his hand on the table, he'd knock this red in, no problem whatsoever. No, he's played the safety. But he had to be very, very thin.
Foul and a miss. Vernon Sullivan, 4.
We'll get a warning now.
Foul and a miss.
I'd come around and have a look at the possible plant now, Johnny. He did have a glance at it, but he's got to hit a red now, otherwise he loses the frame. I mean, Ronnie can take that red on, as you mentioned.
1.
Well, look at this shot. And he's not straight, he can get out on the black. But it was
Yeah, I thought he was going to be unlucky at first, didn't you? He just flicked the red, but the red just bounced.
4.
Now, you could definitely think about playing this plant. Might decide to save it for an emergency. Well, this plant will be no more because the red.
Вторую атаку повел Ронни.
18.
И не самый лучший выход.
he didn't get into that one at all. He won't be happy with that.
Поэтому сильный удар.
Look at the cue power he's generated there. What a shot this is. I mean, he made that look easy. That was so difficult from that angle. Have a little bit of
24.
very fine sandpaper just to smooth the edges of the tip.
He's in the position where he thinks there's enough loose reds. Don't really have to go into them hard and trust to luck. So control cannon. Well, in the end, he decided to play it with pace. And the question, well, he's got a red to the right corner. He'd be slightly hampered queuing. But no problem.
30.
And now you wouldn't expect him. This looks like another frame that Barry Hawkins is not going to get much of a chance in.
36.
And I think what you alluded to as well, you know, I mean, you say that about Steve Davis. You'd never have said that about Stephen Hendry, for example, would you? That you felt even if he wasn't at his best, he could win matches.
Yeah, Stephen Hendry's great line used to be, he thought safety was overrated. One of the greatest cueists of all time. Just have overtaken him. Frame already safe.
56.
Well, he's just cueing so well here. And he's doing what comes natural to him. He's made 7 centuries so far. And it would be 48 in
80.
total. Long way short of the, I think the record's 80 or 81. But this has been
87.
flawless.
90.
He looks very, very comfortable out there this morning.
94. 99.
Century number 8 for Ronnie O'Sullivan. And that is Ronnie's 8th century in this year's World Championship. The Rocket is on fire at the moment, and he extends his lead even further.